I just realized I didn't put myself on screen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are, whenever you are. Welcome to a new Breakout Solutions live stream. I'm your host, Matt Batiri, here with you today for another Bitcoin technical analysis video. And yes, you read it right. Bitcoin is overextended. A pullback is imminent. We've had an amazing last couple of months, and it is time for things to cool off. Maybe for a couple more months, right before the Bitcoin halving in April, before we see that exponential rocket ship move towards the end of 2024, early 2025. So if you're just joining us, I spent the weekend at Australian Crypto Con. If you don't know what that is, it's Australia's biggest crypto convention. We had a stand there. We had an absolutely amazing time, met so many people. People were just amazed by the different types of investment opportunities we offer a Breakout solution, rather than just a simple buy and hold strategy that the majority of retail investors do. So if you're watching this video and you want to learn more about how you can generate passive income and actually make a really good profit in the upcoming bull market, feel free to join us at our next Future of Money event. The ticker running across your screen right now, breakoutnow.co/FOM-YouTube, is the link for you to register. So go ahead, register, go listen to the amazing presentation from Michael and Wasim, and come along to our next passive income strategy, which we will help you set up your first passive income strategy in the crypto market, giving you something to rely on with the crazy inflation and the rise of cost of living lately. All right, so without further ado, let's dive into the chart. So Bitcoin has had an absolute amazing last couple of months. We've basically gone from $25,000 all the way up to $38,000 in that time. Now, if I do throw in a couple of my indicators, what we can see is we do have a couple of exhaustive measures showing that Bitcoin is probably due for a minor pullback. Okay, we can see market cipher B. We can see that the momentum wave is coming close to topping out. We have the RSI in the overbought territory. So when it's over the 70 percentile, you can actually change this to even 80%. Some people like 80%, which is up here. We are in, however, the overbought territory, which means that there's been a lot of liquidity, and now we need to give people that missed the boat the opportunity to get into the market to help us push ourselves into the stratosphere. So let's dive into the lower charts and show you exactly what I can see. So what you can see here on the daily chart is we've had higher highs in price, and the RSI is starting to form lower lows. Now, this is a regular bearish divergence. Normally when we see this, we tend to see a pullback in the market. The last times we saw this, which was here, which was here, and which was here, and also here, and also here, boom, we can see what preceded these bearish divergences. So we had a capitulation here, we had a little bit of a drop here, recovery, and then another drive up here, which was followed by this retracement. On this one, we did have a very slow grind to the downside. On this one as well, we had a very slow grind to the downside, plus a huge drop. And right now, we have had a couple of minor pullbacks, but Bitcoin, I think, is wanting to possibly have one more leg to the upside, hit this beautiful looking golden pocket up here at $39,000 to $41,500, and then possibly a larger pullback to the lows of the range, giving people an opportunity that missed out on these pumps, the opportunity to sort of get back into the market. So right now, that's basically what I'm looking at. I'm personally dollar cost averaging out some of my positions in Bitcoin. The altcoin market, if you've been paying attention to the altcoin market, it's been going absolutely ballistic. If we jump on the crypto bubbles, just to show you guys the performance of most of these altcoins in the last month, we've got some absolute winners in here. There's not many that have obviously dropped in price. So this is the top 1,000. Let me get the top 100. So you can see the top 100 is all green except for Maker. But everything else has had an absolute amazing month. Sol, Rune, Immutable X, Link has had a fantastic run recently. Matic as well, Injective Protocol. We can see some of these really good projects, these blue chip projects that are on the front page of CoinMarketCap are still performing quite well. So there's a lot of liquidity moving into the altcoin market. So I do want to show you guys something in relation to the altcoin market. If we throw on the weekly time frame for the altcoin market, you can see that we were in this sort of descending wedge. We ended up breaking past through resistance. And on top of that, we also did break this local resistance, or resistance that we had on the 7th of November and the 17th of April. We broke through that resistance. We're having a minor pullback right now. It's probably coming back to retest that $403 billion level before we start moving up to our next resistance level, which will be about $453 billion. So right now, it does look like the altcoins are looking to sort of continue on their way. And obviously, for those of you that have been in the market before, we know that the altcoins tend to outperform the return on investment of that of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those two assets, even though they are the best assets to have, they are going to decline in their return on investment. Over the course of the next 12 to 18 months, Bitcoin is probably going to go, over $100,000. So from current price, you're looking at about a 3 to 4x return. With most altcoins, you can get 3 to 4x return in quite a small time because the market cap is a lot lower. So if we look at something like Solana that's been on an absolute tear, even if you didn't catch Solana at the lows of $7 and you got in just recently when we sort of pumped up at about $32 and came back down, you can see the Solana's already done a 2.7x from these lows back here of only $17. So if you're someone that was smart enough, like a lot of our members, because they took a lot of our advice and you dollar cost average into Solana around these areas, you're looking quite pretty. So for those of you that aren't getting any exposure in altcoins, it's not about just throwing money at any altcoin. It's about throwing money into altcoins that you think will outperform the Bitcoin return on investment. In order to see the chart of your altcoin in comparison to your Bitcoin investment, the easiest way to do it is if you're using TradingView, you can obviously put the first 3 letters of the altcoin that you want to look at. So we'll use SOL and then follow it up with BTC. This will show you the ratio or the performance of the altcoin in comparison, excuse me, or the comparison of returns of Solana to Bitcoin. The price chart that you have here is actually decimal place value of Solana from Bitcoin. So what we can see now is that Bitcoin is Solana is 1.5 100th of the value of a Bitcoin. So if you take this figure here, so 0.0015695, and times that by the price of Bitcoin, you will have the price of Solana, which right now is about $56. If I throw in some of my other indicators, what we can clearly see is the money flow for Solana is starting to curve to the upside. So far, we can see the Solana from its lows to high has produced a 3x return. Let me just get this right. 2.5x return from the lows to the highs. Bitcoin, on the other hand, has only really done a 2.25x return. Solana's price prediction over the next 12 to 18 months for me is somewhere between $500 to $1,000 per coin. So from current price, if it's going to 1,000, you're looking at a 20x. If it goes to $500, you're looking at a 10x. For Bitcoin to do a 10x from current price would be around $360,000. I don't think Bitcoin can get to that price point unless we see a really huge intake in the ETFs that are imminently about to come out, plus other news such as continuation of the war between Russia and Ukraine, the Middle Eastern war, and things like that. Those are the types of rocket fuel that you can see add fuel to the fire to the crypto market, because people are going to want to hedge their bets with obviously the US dollar collapsing and put their money into the crypto market in order to get those returns. So guys, it's going to be a really interesting next 12 to 18 months. But to wrap things up, as I mentioned, I do think that Bitcoin is due for a little bit more of a pullback. I personally have sold all my Bitcoin at the moment, waiting for lower. Even if we do go higher, I'm not going to FOMO back in. I do feel that Bitcoin is overextended. We are overdue for a pullback. So even though I've sold all mine at about 37,500, I do think I'm going to be able to buy back in at a lower price, therefore allowing me to accumulate more Bitcoin without having to buy more Bitcoin with my hard-earned cash out of my money. So guys, thank you all for watching. If you feel like today's video was informative and you liked it, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. And if you missed the start of today's video, make sure you attend our next Future of Money so you can improve and increase your knowledge and experience in the crypto market to help you and aid you make the most profit in the upcoming 12 months of the crypto bull market. That's it from me. You were watching Matt from Breakout Solutions, and I'll catch you guys next week for my next technical analysis video. Bye for now.